Tam Samaha Evam Tvayi Nanyatetu Stina Karma Lipyate Nare. So it says that a person may aspire to live for hundreds, even thousands of years, if he continuously goes on working in that way meaning accepting only the bare minimum and everything else using in the service of Krishna. For that sort of work will not bind him to the law of karma. There's no alternative to this way for man. So this is the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. So now Haridas Thakur explains this to the young girl who had led a very sinful life. So she gives away all the possessions that she earned with her illicit trade, and then she shaves her head, and then she leaves her house and goes and lives in the little hut that Haridas Thakur had, and he gives her beads to chant on, and he tells her, you just simply chant the holy name of Krishna, and Krishna will take care of you. You have nothing to worry about. Shripam bhavati dharmatma satsvastan chantam nigacchati konteya patijanihi name bhakta panasyati. And one who acts righteously, and therefore Krishna promises that they will never perish, that he will protect them. So she just sits down, and he also gives her his tulsi plant. He says, you water the tulsi plant and you chant in front of her. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So she simply chants all day long, 23 hours, 23 and a half hours, and takes a little bit of rest and eats a little bit of food. And she becomes extremely famous, and she becomes a pure devotee, and many people come and see her. Seeing the sublime character of the young girl, everyone was astonished. Everyone glorified the influence of Haridas Thakur and offered him obeisances. It is said, Phalena Parichite, one is recognized by the result of his or her actions. In Vaishnava societies, there are many types of Vaishnavas. Some of them are called Goswamis, some are called Swamis, some are Prabhus, and some are Prabhupada. One is not recognized, however, simply by such a name. A spiritual master is recognized as an actual guru when it is seen that he has changed the character of his disciples. Haridas Thakur actually changed the character of the professional prostitute. People greatly appreciated this, and therefore they all offered obeisances to Haridas Thakur and glorified him. By inducing the girl to disturb Haridas Thakur, Ramachandra Khan caused the seed of offense at his lotus feet to germinate. This seed became a tree, and when it fructified, Ramachandra Khan ate its fruits. The offense at the lotus feet of an exalted devotee has resulted in a wonderful narration. Taking advantage of the opportunities afforded by these incidents, I shall explain what happened. Oh, devotees, please listen. So, something amazing happened after that to Ramachandra Khan, the person who employed this young girl to make Haridas Thakur fall down. But we will not read that right now. On the other hand, there's another very interesting history that we need to look at, and that is, there was once a Brahmana who was a scholar, and he wrote a poem about Lord Jagannath and Lord Chaitanya, and he was very anxious to read it in front of Lord Chaitanya. But Lord Chaitanya would not let anyone come and approach him directly to read something that they had written, because oftentimes they made serious philosophical mistakes. So he would first have them read their composition to his secretary, Swarup Damodar Goswami. So when this Brahmin read this poetic composition glorifying Lord Jagannath and Lord Chaitanya. He read it to Swarup Damodar in the company of many devotees. And, suffice it to say that Swarup Damodar was not pleased with it. But all the devotees thought it was wonderful. So this is interesting, how many people think something is wonderful, but the strict and erudite and fixed up devotee of the Lord finds it to be horrible. Interesting, right? So, what happened? All the devotees began to praise this Bengali Brahmana who had written the poem, but Swarup Damodar chastised him seriously and became very upset. And he said, let me just find where this, I think I lost the page of that. One second. Let me see if I can find it. If not, then we'll go on to something else and come back to this. Well, to make a long story short, after Swarup Damodar chastised him for his extremely inappropriate poem, then the Brahmana surrendered to Swarup Damodar, begged for his mercy, and Swarup Damodar took, he agreed, he softened up, let's put it like that, 359. Okay, 1 second, I found it. And then he instructed him, and he said that, look, what you've done is really atrocious, but if you're willing to be corrected, then you take my advice. I want you to associate with a fixed-up devotee, someone who's genuinely knowledgeable in Krishna consciousness. I want you to stop eating opulent food, eat very simple food, and also you begin to chant Hare Krishna. Do not wear opulent clothes. Do not eat opulent food. Eat real simple and be very humble, and listen carefully to the Srimad Bhagavatam spoken by genuine devotees. So the Bengali